and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, 5'8" senior from Tecumseh, Kansas, number 1, Lydia Austinson. At the other guard, 5'6" senior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the other guard, 5'7" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 3, Vienna Methodist. At forward, 6' senior from Stillwell, Kansas, number 30, Area Sargent. At center, 6' freshman from Bear Grove, Missouri, number 24, Cameron Reed. Fighters who goes by John Lewis, assisted by Alexis McAfee, Drew Wheatcroft, Olivia Bulu, and Navia Sarai. Tonight's referees are Melissa Esselman, Jason Stevenson, and Joel Oswald.
Well, welcome into the Cook Center, set for some Heart of America Conference action between your Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers and the visiting Central Methodist Eagles. Eagles start the game up with a 2-0 lead as there was an administrative technical foul. Administrative technical issued for not filling out the starters on time, so does not count toward the team foul count. But Central Methodist with a 2-0 lead before we even tip off. Cameron Green ties it about 10 seconds later. They go right to the big freshman in the post, and she's on the scoreboard. And we're tied up at 2. High ball screen, little backdoor cut. Kicked out for a 3 right in front of the Pioneer bench, and it's knocked down by Zaturia Cook. Zaturia Cook, the Georgia Tech transfer. Now, she's been a Central Methodist Eagle for a year or 2 now and scored a lot of points there in an Eagles uniform. Pettis just saves an errant pass from being stolen away at midcourt, and she's going to be whistled for an offensive foul. Deanna Pettis picks up her first.
Deanna Pettis, that's her first team foul.
Eagles, always a fast-paced, talented group, have spent some time at the top of the Heart of America Conference standings along with these Pioneers, and Clark kind of been the mainstay top 3 and had some success in the national tournament. A couple new faces on the bench. I don't see head coach we're used to seeing from Central Methodist. Not sure the story there. He's still on the roster on the website anyway. The Pioneers come into tonight struggling a bit. 1-3 in conference play, lost the last 2. Saturday up at Grandview. Grandview a ranked team though. On the road, it's a tough place to play. Deanna Pettis has that shot blocked out of bounds. It'll be Central Methodist basketball. Cook dribbles into that side ball screen, refuses it, gets baseline. Her shot was bothered by Cameron Green. She missed it, and here come the Pioneers in transition. Pioneers needed a stop, got one. Pettis doesn't want the ball screen, instead swings it up top. Some of that delay action for Cameron Green. Strong drive by Lydia Austinson to the rim with the right hand. Gets the layup to go, 1-point game. Cook into the paint, guarded by Pettis. Tries to draw a foul, no contact. Good defense inside by Pettis, better offense. Cook has 5 of the Central Methodist 7. The other 2 by Tanisha Parnell on the technical free throws. 3 off the mark, and the Eagles want to run, have to slow things down. This time couldn't handle the outlet pass. Over and over trying to get into that side ball screen action. Pioneers want to ice it. Here's a double drag ball screen for Cook, working left to right. Does it back to Parnell, top of the key, turns down a 3. Baseline drive, ball's dropped off inside for Beyonce Carter. Carter, a transfer from Coastal Carolina. A couple of Division I transfers on this team, which has been a staple of this Central Methodist program. Out to an early 9-4 lead. Sargent, nice cut from the wing inside. Had a good look, missed it off the glass. Taking advantage of the Eagles' ball pressure. Had a look inside, just couldn't convert. That's a nice reverse layup by Beyonce Carter. Pretty footwork inside, got baseline, used the rim as an extra defender and laid it up and in. Green surveys, skip pass to Austinson. Her 3 from the left corner off the mark. Parnell's rebound, and she's going to bring it across herself. It's that side ball screen. Gonzalez does a good job getting on top of it. Wasn't hit by the screen. Shot blocked by Sargent, and Pettis saves it under her own basket. Eagles got a hand to it, but they're going to be tied up. Jump ball possession arrow is going to favor Central Methodist. A couple of new faces checked in for the Pioneers. Sophomore Aubrey Rogers and Trinity McDowell, a junior KCK transfer. The first minutes here tonight. That is a tough post move. Carter is going to be difficult to handle inside for the freshman Cameron Green. We're talking about a senior Division I transfer against a true freshman. He scored a couple of times in the post here in the first quarter. Eagles off to a hot start. Green kicks it out. McDowell takes a 3. Her first touch left it short. Cook pushes the pace to Parnell. Parnell takes a 3 in transition off the dribble and knocks it down. Tanisha Parnell connects on the transition 3, and Pioneers going to talk things over. It's an early 16-4 lead for Central Methodist here in the Cook Center. We'll be right back at MNUsports.com. A fast-paced first part of this first quarter. There has not been a foul committed by a defender yet. The one personal foul was an offensive foul on Pettis, and the one technical foul was an administrative tech. So clean game, up-tempo game, and Eagles scoring it well. Pioneers off to a slow start. Cameron Green, nice move on the left side, but couldn't get the layup to go. Back in transition come the Eagles. Parnell takes the handoff and takes a 3, knocks it down again. Tanisha Parnell, a senior from Portland, Oregon. Portland CC Community College transfer, and she's got 8 here in the first quarter. Pettis cut off, swings to Rogers. McDowell thought about a 3, turned it down. Good pass on the baseline, found a cutting Deanna Pettis for the layup. Layup stops the bleeding, and Pioneers going to jump into a 1-1-3 zone defense. Change up the look. Parnell, 3 on the way, too strong this time. Man, she got a clean look again. Pioneers need to take advantage of the missed opportunity that time from Parnell. 19-6 your score, 4 minutes to go first quarter. McDowell had it poked away, but a foul is going to be called on Carter. Another Kansas City, Kansas community college transfer, but this time checking in for Central Methodist. That's Maya Ware, 21 in the black jerseys. Tall, athletic player, makes her presence felt right away with a deflection. Gonzalez inbounding on the baseline, gets it to McDowell, and she had it stripped away from behind. Sheree Trotter in transition. It was a 4-on-2 break. Pioneers able to stop. Transition opportunity. Now Jody Bass swings it across the top. The Eagles want to go inside. Pioneers are in good help side, and McDowell fronting the post, pokes the entry pass out of bounds. Crumley trying to get it inside to Sheree Trotter, unable to do so. Pioneers come up with a stop, and Gonzalez, faced with some full court pressure, is going to drop it off to Madison Haney in relief. Brings it across the timeline. Dribble handoff action and a strong take on the right side. Lydia Austinson going to go to the line for two. Quick first step from Austinson. Personal foul on Ware, her first second team foul on Central Methodist. Lydia connects on the first of two. Gets them both. She's got 4, half the Pioneers 8. Trail by 11 here in the first quarter. Eagles with a deep bench. I think they've played 10 players already, maybe 9. Ware had it tied up for a moment by Gonzalez, and now she's going to commit an offensive foul. So a defensive foul, then an offensive foul on as many possessions on Maya Ware. Pioneer defense has ratcheted up a bit the last few trips down. Lydia Austinson picked up full court, pressured by Trotter. And in the front court now, but does lose it for a moment. Tie up. Nope, Rogers going to come away with out of the pile. Got it to Haney, and now Ariel Sargent, corner three, no good. Good look. Didn't drop. Eagles look to push. Crumley takes left side, had her shot partially blocked. Ware got the rebound and put it up and in. So it's assistant coach Camden Levitt, who's up on the bench for Central Methodist. Head coach, longtime head coach, a lot of success. Mike Davis, nowhere to be found for CMU. Of course, legendary, multiple-time coach of the year, national champion head coach John Lewis on the helm for the Pioneers. And speaking of national champions, it would be remiss if we didn't mention legendary coach Brian Wardlaw and the MNU men's soccer team, your 2023 national champions. Took home the national championship. Final site was in Wichita just this past weekend. What a accomplishment for the men's soccer team. Ariel Sargent knocks down a triple. Eagles, before you can blink, back the other way. But now men's soccer joining the likes of the men's basketball program with a national title in 2007. Women's basketball program in 2016 national champions. And now in 2023, men's soccer, best in the country. Sargent picks up her first, second team foul on the Pioneers. Be Maya Ware at the free throw line for 2. Leaves the first one just short. The Eagles on pace to put up 100 should this continue. Minute 28 to go in the first quarter. Ware looking for point 24. Missed it. Lydia Austinson brings it across, had it poked away, but it's going to be Pioneer basketball on the sideline. Couple of new faces in for the Eagles. Again, they've played just about everybody in uniform. I think maybe they have actually played every player dressed out here in the first quarter. Cameron Green slashing to the block. Entry pass poked out of bounds. It's a staple of Pioneer women's basketball. Coach Lewis has all kinds of sets to get good looks for their post players. Cameron Green going to be the beneficiary of that in her career. 3 on the way from Austinson, too strong. Pettis crashing for the O board, just about got it. She had maybe led the team in rebounding, double-digit rebounds at Grandview. That's your point guard. He's a very athletic player. And Zatoria Cook back in the game, wasting no time getting to the rim. Cook gets downhill to the middle of the floor. Gets the right-handed scoop layup to go. 10-second difference between shot and game clock. Cook hounding Pettis out top. Dribble handoff. Austinson stop and pop. 15-footer just rattled out. Sargent the offensive rebound. Pioneers can hold for just about the last shot as 3-second difference between shot and game clock now. Cook whistled for the foul, and so Pioneers will be able to take the last shot of the quarter, should they choose to do so. Fifth-year senior guard Jordan Gonzalez checks back in for the Pioneers for this final possession of the quarter. Stop play to change the clock from 16.1 to 15.8. And we'll inbound once again. Sargent takes a quick 3, left it off the mark. Coach Lewis asking, why are we shooting a quick one? We had the last shot. And Allison French going to make her first appearance. French spent some time in the starting lineup at the start of this season, and don't know that I don't think she may have been missing from the lineup entirely Saturday, and now makes her first appearance here tonight. 3 on the clock. Gonzalez has to take a tough 3 from way downtown off the corner of the backboard, and that's going to do it for quarter number 1. CMU 25, Pioneers 11. We'll be back for the second quarter in about 1 minute. Thanks for being with us at MNUsports.com. Quarter number 2 will get started with Pioneers having the first possession. Traditional starting lineup on the floor now, or at least game 1 starting lineup, I should say, for the Pioneers. Cameron Green attacks off the elbow, got all the way to the cup, missed the layup. Comes Zatoria Cook, so dangerous with the ball, so quick. Cook maybe the lone starter, no, excuse me, Beyonce Carter in as well. So those two, the only starters for the Eagles on the floor. And a traveling violation. It's going to be Central Methodist basketball. Pioneers back into that 1-1-3 sort of amoeba matchup type zone. Stack those guards up top and have the forwards extend all the way up past the elbows at times and bump back down to the corners. Cameron Green in the middle. And no matter what defense you're in, if Beyonce Carter is just going to go up and over the top for another bucket to her right hand, she's got 8. There's a nice give and go, and Jordan Gonzalez all the way to the cup for the layup. It's a great way to punish ball pressure. Get rid of it and get right to the rim on a cut. Gonzalez on the board, her first 2. And traveling violation. Carter lost her footing there. Pioneer basketball, but it does let Central Methodist establish their full court press, although really all they're doing with that press is making someone other than Bianna Pettis bring it up the floor. Austinson does so, and she's going to go to the line. Spinning into the lane. She was fouled by Gannett Membratu. Her first personal first team foul here in the second quarter. Austin's free throw too strong, but it's going to be Pioneer basketball baseline underneath. Last touch by the black jerseys. Trinity McDowell back in for the Pioneers. And she's going to take the inbound pass all the way out top of the key. It's a screen from Green. Green rolling to the basket, couldn't connect, threw it out of bounds. Cook brings it across. Dribble handoff action, a little 4-out backdoor into a ball screen. And some America's play, actually. Screen the screener action. Looking to get a 3 off for Sheree Carter. Pioneers blew it up. Late shot clock now. Carter refuses the screen. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Good defense by Bianna Pettis. Refusing to get hit by that ball screen. Force the miss. Dangerous pass. Cameron Green just came down with it between a couple of Eagles. Pettis out top. 10 on the shot clock. Probing. Drives on Cook and had the ball stripped away. It'll be Pioneer basketball baseline underneath with just 4 on the shot clock. Ariel Sargent back in for French. Good out top to McDowell. McDowell throws it back to Gonzalez. Don't think she knew that there was just 4 on the shot clock. I said a shot clock violation. Gonzalez just had to heave one up from near the volleyball line. Pioneers in their zone. Cook drives and banks in a floater from outside of the lane. That's a difficult place to bank from. Cook does it anyway. She's got 9 points in the game now. It's a 29-14 lead for Central Methodist. Green in the post. Drops it off to Deanna Pettis in the lane, and it's stolen away. There's Cook. Bodies all on the floor. This is a 3-on-2 break for Central Methodist. McDowell ran a shooter off the line, but left Parnell open. Parnell misses the three. Jordan Gonzalez tracks it down. Pioneers going to take a timeout, settle things down.
30-second timeout.
We'll take a quick break with them. Thanks for tuning in. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Sargent handles, brings it across. Going to get all the way into the paint, and she's fouled hard on the left side. Ariel Sargent going to go to the line for two. Driving left and really didn't have any angle to the basket, but was fouled hard by Samaya Stevens, a freshman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The sophomore big, I guess you could call her a second-year freshman, Mackenzie Manthe, not in uniform for the Pioneers tonight. A noticeable absence. He started all year last season as a freshman and provides some presence in the paint for the Pioneers, who could use it right now. Zatoria Cook scores another one at the rim. She's in double figures. Pull-up jumper from Deanna Pettis. Good from just inside the foul line. And you're staying in the zone. Eagles have still had some success off of the bounce, and once again, just a drive from the three-point line all the way to the rim. This one's by Samaya Stevens, which playing the zone defense, you're trying to take away that dribble penetration, and Eagles have just ignored it. Attacked off the dribble. Just about poked away another steal. Pioneers tracked it down in the backcourt. Green inside, shot fakes, gets it to go. Nice basket from Cameron Green with the left hand. Pioneers chipping away. It's a 13-point game. Drive and kick. Zatoria Cook's three from the wing, left it short. The offensive rebound and putback no good. Pioneers look to run, are going to slow things down now. Rogers brings it across. Sargent thought about a three, got her defender off her feet, drives to the rim, gets the layup to go. Couple stops and buckets in a row. Sargent now has 7. A little bit of momentum shifting toward the home team. Cook into the paint, finds a cutting Tanisha Parnell for the layup. Pretty reverse layup. It's a tough finish from Parnell. She's now in double figures with 10, and Central Methodist is going to take a 30-second timeout. It's 35-22 Eagles, 4:27 to go in the second quarter. MNUsports.com. Pioneers working against a full court press, just some man-to-man pressure, but plenty of it. Sheree Trotter picks up Rogers full. Rogers gets a ball screen into the paint, missed the layup. Cook kind of faked at her and got out of the way, threw off her timing. Pioneers have matched back up man-to-man here, changing the looks defensively. It's a tough assignment for Ariel Sargent guarding Beyonce Carter. Carter got around her but had her shot blocked. Foul called anyway on Allison French, I believe, who came over and helped. Yeah, it is on French. Sargent got a piece of the basketball. French came over and picks up a foul. And Carter knocks down the first. She's one foul shot away from being the third Eagle in double figures here in the first half. And she's now there with 10. Gonzalez hounded full court by Parnell. French open for just a moment on the backdoor cut. Couldn't get it to her. Good ball pressure. Sargent gets it inside. Rips baseline. Good move. Reverse layup. No good. It's a nice take inside by Ariel Sargent. Just couldn't get the finish. Sargent, another senior. This is a veteran group for the Pioneers. Austinson, Gonzalez, Pettis, Sargent. Amongst the seniors. French, a senior as well. So a lot of experience on the floor. They'll continue to get better as the season goes on. And Coach Lewis's teams always do. Cameron Green checks back in. The stark contrast, the true freshman, Cam Green. Cook out top, shot fake, spins into the paint, had it stripped. Nice defense. Jordan Gonzalez comes up with a steal. Pushes the pace. Goes high post to Green. A little secondary break action. Out to Rogers. Aubrey Rogers drives baseline. Stops and gets called for the offensive foul. Cook came over and helped, slid her ground. Rogers came to a jump stop and then went up with it, just couldn't stop her momentum. Her first, second team foul on the Pioneers. Pioneers showing a little token pressure. Typically they fall back into the zone out of their press. Looks like they will. Rogers and Gonzalez in that stacked top of the zone. Eagles moving it around the perimeter. Beyonce Carter, the lone player in the paint. Cook cuts backdoor and drops one off for Carter for the layup. It's a nice pass by Zatoria Cook inside. Allison French stop and pop three behind the screen off a dribble handoff, no good. Pioneers struggling to find some consistent offense right now. Have actually done a nice job on the defensive end in stretches here in the second quarter. There's another turnover forced. Have not had a lot of perimeter shots fall and struggled to score over some length inside. Gonzalez, three from the wing, off the mark. Trotter the rebound, and she brings it across. Minute 45 to go in the first half. Side ball screen. Pioneers do a nice job icing it. French got a hand on it. There's another good defensive possession. Pioneers have numbers. Green to Austinson. Lydia's layup, good. Nice job turning a good defensive possession into an easy bucket. The big freshman Green, a nice assist, and Lydia Austinson running the floor for the bucket. Carter again gets around interior defense of the Pioneers. Missed her first shot, got her own rebound, missed a second one. French comes away with it in traffic. Green ahead of everybody, and Pioneers again in transition. This time Cameron Green runs the floor, and she's fouled. Beyonce Carter picks up her second.
That's her second personal, 13th foul. Back at the Pioneers, Ariel Sargent and Deanna
Ariel Sargent and Deanna
Pettis.
Pettis back in for the Pioneers. Green off the mark on the first attempt. Splits the pair. She's got 5, and clock ticks inside of a minute here in the first half. Pioneers stay in the zone this possession. Cook wants to penetrate, cut off. And Pettis, good hands, comes away with the steal. Nice play by Deanna Pettis. That's about 3 straight turnovers now forced by the Pioneer defense. Green inside, has a size advantage, beautiful pass. Cameron Green, another assist. Finds a cutting Jordan Gonzalez. The Pioneers have some life here to end the first half. May have found something defensively to force some turnovers and capitalize in transition. Lead is just 12 now. Eagles can take the last shot of the half if they choose to do so. And there's an offensive foul. Make it another turnover. It's got to be 4 or 5 straight for the Pioneers. Second personal foul on Cook. Something to keep an eye on. Cook and Carter both with 2 fouls. 11.7 to go in the first half. Gonzalez bringing it up against full court pressure. Applied by Parnell. Here's a trap. Sargent, 3 from the corner. She got it. Ariel Sargent knocks down the 3. And a big run by the Pioneers to end the half. Sargent now in double figures with 10, and it's single digits going into the break. After a hot start from Central Methodist, it is a 39-30 ball game here at the half. We'll take a 15-minute timeout for halftime. Be back bringing the second half of action here in the Cook Center. Thanks for tuning in. MNUsports.com and MNU Sports on YouTube. Well, welcome back into the Cook Center. We're set for half number 2 of Heart of America Conference action between the visiting CNU Eagles and your Lady Pioneers. Central Methodist, a high-scoring team, got off to a hot start. 3 Eagles in double figures led by Beyonce Carter. But Pioneers chipped away at the lead, went on quite a run to end the second quarter, cut this thing to single digits. First possession of the half, Beyonce Carter picking up where she left off, had 12 points in the first. Going to go to the free throw line here. Foul on Ariel Sargent, her third, excuse me. Carter off the mark on number 1. Gets the second to go. Baseline drive by Bianna Pettis. That's going to be an offensive foul. Exact same way she started half number 1 with an offensive foul on a baseline drive. It's her second personal, so both of her fouls in the ballgame coming by way of a charge. Basket knocked down in the mid-range by Tanisha Parnell. Strong take on the right side by Lydia Austinson off the mark, and here come the Eagles in transition. Just ahead of the pack, Sheree Trotter lays it in. Her first basket of the ball game, which I find hard to believe. Had her fingerprints all over the game, but first bucket for Trotter. And Pioneers just a minute into half number 2 want to talk things over. 30-second timeout, 44-30, Central Methodist leads. After the quick timeout, Pioneers attacking on the baseline, cut off and kept the dribble alive, did Pettis. Ball swings back to Pettis. Again, she drives baseline, drops it off mid-range for Cameron Green. Step through and got it to go. Cameron Green off the glass for 2. Good footwork inside. A little up and under step through, kept the pivot foot down all the way until she lifted it to shoot, which is a legal play. You can pick that pivot foot up to shoot. Here, the uneducated fan asked for a travel on that play. It is not one. And good defense inside. Pioneers had their hands all over the basketball. Eventually, Pettis came away with it and dribbled it onto Ariel Sargent, who was on the floor. Pioneers are going to keep the basketball, though. Personal foul on Beyonce Carter. Her third personal, and man, it would be a huge play if Pioneers could pick up her 4th. They won't have the opportunity. She's going to exit the game. Maya Ware checks in. Pass over the top of the press to Gonzalez, now inside to Green. Cameron Green, back-to-back buckets. Pioneers punishing that full court pressure here. 2 in a row at the rim. Cameron Green now with 9. Could be a nominee for the Olathe Eye Care Good Vision play of the game there. A little pass over the top of the press and then the bucket. Zatoria Cook quick with the answer. She's got 13, I believe, leads all scorers. Nice cut inside, Ariel Sargent, she's fouled. Went up with the left hand, going to go to the line for 2.
Foul number 4, Samaya Stevens. That's her second team foul. Ariel Sargent at the line, shooting 2.
Eagles get the ball high post against the zone, and Sargent does a nice job collapsing and then bumping back down to Cook. Cook catches it anyway off a dangerous pass. Dropped it off inside for Maya Ware, her layup off the mark. Cook so good with the interior passing, a perimeter player, really a point guard, but gets inside to the teeth of the defense and causes havoc. Pettis pull-up jumper off the back rim. Here comes Cook in transition. Gives it off for her freshman on the left wing, and Stevens knocks down the pull-up jumper. Samaya Stevens has 4. Lead back up to 12 now for Central Methodist. Dangerous pass against the press, and it's stolen away. Deflected it initially in the middle of the floor, and then Cook came away with it. Cook with the lazy pass in transition. Pioneers able to recover and knock it out of bounds. Aubrey Rogers and Allison French back in. 3 on the way on the inbounds play off the mark. Not somebody you want to leave open. Tanisha Purnell knocked down a couple jumpers in the first half, can really shoot it. A couple of putback opportunities rattle out, and Pioneers look to cut into this lead once again. Have gone in stretches of getting stops defensively. It's a matter of matching it on the offensive end now. French into the paint. Was cut off by Cook. Rogers shot fake into the lane. Euro step bucket. Aubrey Rogers is on the board. Rogers' first basket in the Eagles before you can blink. Down the floor in a hurry. Layup up and good by Trotter. That's been a staple of the Pioneers in years past, scoring quickly after a made basket. And not many baskets scored faster in the women's game than the Eagles have done here a couple of times tonight. Spinning into the paint, Lydia Austinson shot off the mark. Parnell the rebound, brings it across. 5-out offense here from Central Methodist. Now a ball screen comes. And go inside to Maya Ware in the backup big, the strong take and the jump hook. She's got 6. Left-handed jump hook from Ware there. Flare screens out top. Gonzalez 3 rattles out. Good execution. Got to look for a good shooter on the flare screen, and can't ask for more than that. It's a nice take by Sheree Trotter. Faked the DHO, kept the dribble alive, and knocks down a little floater. So just when I said it was her first basket of the ball game, all of a sudden she's got 6 in a hurry. 4:10 to go, third quarter. And Pioneers had this thing down in single digits, and all of a sudden it's back out to a 16-point lead. Before you can catch your breath, Jordan Gonzalez knocks down a big triple, stops the bleeding for a moment. 54-41, Gonzalez now with 7. Pioneers maybe a bit confused as to what defense they were in. It looked like a couple of players thought it was a man-to-man, a couple of players thought they were in the zone, but no matter, Cameron Green comes away with a block shot and a stop. dangerous pass. Green gets it out top, finds a cutting French back door. French, nice move. Couldn't convert. Got a defender off of her feet, stepped through. It's a great move and just too strong off the glass. Trotter in the lane, missed it, got her own rebound, put it up and in, and one. Sheree Trotter, the junior from University Place, Washington, with all 8 of her points here coming in the third quarter. You see a host of subs from both groups. Pettis probing, finds Rogers in the corner. Good look, no luck. Madison Haney there for the offensive rebound. Her putback's no good, and that's a steal by Pettis, and I think she just rolled an ankle. The foul's going to be called incidental contact. I think stepped on the foot of Maya Ware, and Pettis went down. It looks like she's going to shake it off, but anybody who's played any basketball knows that doesn't feel very good. Come down on someone's foot. Rogers attacks left to right, got the defender off her feet, another up and under, and this one no good. Rogers with her own rebound cleans it up. Aubrey Rogers just effort plays, second chance opportunity. Gets the bucket to go. Back in the zone defense. It's Rogers and Pettis up top. Central Methodist has done a decent job of throwing it over the top on the back line, mostly to Zatoria Cook, who is not in the ballgame right now, and there's a turnover and a stop. We'll delay action, swing it across the top. French takes a 3 from the wing, back rim, but there's Pettis for the offensive rebound. And the baseline drive, and her layup just rattles out. Pettis, such good effort on the offensive glass, had a take at the rim and unlucky. Baseline drive from Jody Bass, turned it over. Here come the Pioneers in transition. Pettis stops, kicks out to Madison Haney. Extra pass, French, good shooter from the corner, knocks it down. Great extra pass from Haney, and French knocks down her first jumper. The lead's back down to 11. Pioneers going on some mini runs, got to sustain one here. Some life on the Mid-America bench now. Samaya Stevens and Jeanette Membratu back in for Central Methodist. Trotter back to Bass. Working on the perimeter against this little stack zone. Gonzalez hounding out top. Penetration, that'll hurt you. Gets a kick out 3, it's on the way, no good. Pioneers will live with perimeter shots against this athletic Eagles team. Got to make them one and done. There's another good look for French. Just hit one, make it 2. Allison French knocks down a triple. The lead is back to 8. It's where it stood. Well, it was 9 at the half, excuse me. So Pioneers with a slight advantage here in quarter number 3, going on a run to end it, just as they did at the end of the second quarter. Of course, if you're an Eagles fan, you're looking and seeing that Zatoria Cook, Beyonce Carter, and Tanisha Parnell are sitting on the bench right now, and that certainly plays a factor. Have to imagine they'll come right back in if this game gets any closer. They'll play the majority of the fourth quarter anyway. It's a personal foul on Aubrey Rogers, her second. Just 3.5 to go on the game clock here in the third quarter. Well executed inbounds play, except Aubrey Rogers there draws the charge. Came over and helped. Met a cutting Alana Crumley. And Crumley picks up the offensive foul. That's a great defensive play by the sophomore from Olathe East. Read it all the way. 2.6 to go in the third quarter. Full court to go if the Pioneers going to get a shot off. They inbound it to Sargent. She's just going to hold it. So at the end of the third, it's Central Methodist 57, Mid-American Nazarene 49. Fourth quarter gets started with Pioneers possession, down by 8, and all the momentum toward the home team. Rogers gets a screen, driving downhill, kicks it out to French. French has hit a couple big threes here in the second half. Turned that one down, going to run some more offense. Now shot fake drives, was looking inside for Sargent. It was batted away by Beyonce Carter. And just as I suspected, Carter and Cook right back into the game, and they go inside to Beyonce Carter. She drops it off to Cook, and no good. Pioneers come up with a stop. Austinson pushes into the paint. Some contact, no whistle. You think it's got to be one or the other. I'm not advocating for a block or charge there, but there's that much contact on the ball handler. You'd think a whistle should blow. Nobody asked my opinion. It's a jump ball, and it's Central Methodist basketball. Pioneers showing a little token press, as they've been one to do, mostly back into this amoeba zone. Not truly an amoeba. I need to ask Coach Lewis what he calls this zone. I know it's a 1-1-3. Old Baylor stack. It's basically 2-3 zone principles, but it's been effective here for much of tonight's ball game, as Central Methodist has scored the same number of points in quarters 2 and 3 combined as they did in the first quarter. Long pass against the press, it's stolen. Beyonce Carter jumped it, stole it, and scored it. An athletic Division I transfer from Coastal Carolina University. She gets the steal and her 15th point. Austinson kicks out to Rogers for three, back rim. 2-on-2 break now. Good transition defense. I think Ariel Sargent got a piece of it and then threw it away. Came up with a stop in transition. Couldn't keep possession of the ball. This will be a fresh 30-second clock for Central Methodist. A 10-point lead, 8:27 to go in the game. Ball swings around the perimeter against the zone. French and Austinson on the wings, coming all the way out, free throw line extended or even higher before bumping back down to the corners. Central Methodist content to work it around the perimeter, take some time off the clock. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll be CMU basketball, but just 3 on the shot clock. In the execution on the inbounds play, Jody Bass knocks down a triple with just about no time on the shot clock. So timeout Central Methodist after the 3 from Bass. It's a 62-49 lead. 7:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Full court pressure causing some issues. They get it inbounds to Gonzalez. Delay action. Rogers curls off the down screen and she's fouled. Foul committed by Jody Bass. Excuse me. I'm going to say the foul was on Membratu. Her second. Rogers connects on the first.
Rogers has one more shot.
Aubrey Rogers hits them both. Cook goes right inside to Carter, daring Pioneers to have to defend the big inside. Carter does kick it right back out. High post touch now. That's exactly what you want to do against the zone. Collapse the defense from the high post, kick it out to a shooter. Got a clean look, but couldn't knock it down. Here come the Pioneers. Lydia Austinson, coast to coast, layup too strong. Austinson beat everybody to the rim. Strong hand just missed the layup. Central Methodist being much more methodical offensively in the half court now, taking a significant amount of time to get into their offense. After a stop, Cameron Green had her outlet pass stolen away. CMU steals another extra possession. Gonna let that clock tick, tick, tick under 10 before they start their offense here once again. Cook, high post to Carter, turns. Just about threw it out of bounds. Cook gonna have to take a 3 top of the key, late shot clock, missed it. So Pioneers come up with a stop finally. It took about a minute before they got possession of the ball back. For longer than a moment anyway. So Cameron Green had it for a second. Dangerous inbounds pass. Gonzalez just about had it stolen away again. Madison Haney somehow came away with it. It was touched first by the Eagles defender. Gonzalez off a ball screen. Haney open out top. Looking to go inside to Cameron Green. They got it to her, and she gets the basket to go in one. Strong finish from Cam Green. Now in double figures with 11. Good execution. The half-court offense there. It was a little ball screen, back screen action. Madison Haney set the back screen, and Green rolled into the post, buried her defender, got the high-low entry pass, got the basket to go. Missed the free throw, but Pioneers fighting for the offensive rebound, and they're going to tie up a jump ball. Mid-America has possession on the arrow, so hustle plays, keeping them in this thing. It's a 9-point game with 6 minutes to go. Oh, that's big, actually. So it was not a jump ball. Pioneers still have possession arrow in their favor. It was a foul on Samaya Stevens that gave Mid-America the possession back. Looking to go right inside to Green again. They do, and she's fouled on the catch by Carter. That's Beyonce Carter's 4th personal foul. Which could be a big developing story. Is there have been a couple of runs for Mid-America. Usually it's been when Carter's off the floor. Driving kick to Haney. Now she goes into the paint. Stops. Short jumper from just outside the charge circle doesn't go in. It's a good offensive possession. That came up empty. Wild pass into the corner. Bass saved it from going out of bounds. Excuse me, that's Parnell. Another three on the way from the Eagles, too strong. Madison Haney comes down with the rebound. Pioneers can make this a 2-possession game. All kinds of time. Gonzalez just dribbled for 20 seconds of that possession and then took a three in front of the Pioneer bench, but another hustle play, an offensive rebound by Haney. It's another extra possession for Mid-America. Green high post, dribble handoff. Ball around the perimeter, now back inside. Cam Green, drop step, off the glass and good. Cameron Green taking advantage of Carter having 4 fouls, going right through her for the bucket. Green has 13. Carter attacks, cut off. Stolen away. Jordan Gonzalez the steal. Pioneers 3-on-2 break. Gonzalez to Haney. Madison Haney gets the layup to go. We got a 5-point ball game. This game was once on the brink of being a blowout in favor of Central Methodist. It is a 2-possession game with 4 minutes to play. What a comeback here in the Cook Center, although Parnell answers the bell, knocks down a triple. Tanisha Parnell now with 15. Lead back out to 8. Under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Mid-America has found something going inside to Cameron Green, and there she is off the ball screen. Nice pass by Jordan Gonzalez. Cameron Green rolling to the rim, gets it to go. She's got 15 points, and Mid-America trails by 6. CMU 65, Mid-America 59. Full timeout. We'll be back at MNUsports.com. two-possession game in the Cook Center. All the momentum back in favor of Mid-America as the first quarter was dominated by Central Methodist, and the Pioneers have answered the bell a couple of times on some big runs. Mid-America thought Carter traveled on the block, no call. Three heaved up, and it's a shot clock violation. Doesn't draw iron. Zatoria Cook still applying full court pressure to Pettis. They can't get it to her on the inbound, so Lydia Austinson has to come bring the ball up. Again, Cook is a one-man press. Picks up guards full court and just denies them the basketball. Same play we saw, a little back screen into the post for Green. Can't get it to her this time. Pettis into the paint. All the way to the rim, layups up and good. Deanna Pettis makes it a 4-point game. Snakes her way to the rim and scores. Stevens drive, turned it over. She had a layup for Carter, but was whistled for a travel. So what is now a 4-point game, we got to go all the way back to when this game tipped off and there was an administrative technical foul that gave Central Methodist a 2-0 lead before the ball was even tipped up. Those 2 points seem awfully big now with 2.5 minutes to go in a 4-point ball game. Backdoor cut, Gonzalez to the rim. She got it to go and one. Jordan Gonzalez. Perfectly executed play. Back cut out of the corner. Cameron Green with the assist. Been impressed with the passing from the freshman big tonight. It's third or fourth assist to a cutter, and Gonzalez at the line for one more. She got it. So we got a 1-point game. Not to harp on old stuff, but it would be a 1-point lead for the Pioneers if absent that 2-shot technical foul before the game even began. Put it to bed, mate. Pioneers 64, Eagles 65. Gonzalez out top in the zone. A deep three heaved up by Parnell, and she knocked it down. That is a gutsy shot from Tanisha Parnell. Ran no offense whatsoever, just walked in and took a 30-foot three and hit it. She's got 18 points. And pushes the league back out to 4. That ball's kicked. There's the whistle. Pioneers trying to go inside to Cameron Green. It's been their best offense in the second half. Entry pass was kicked away. Struggling to inbound baseline underneath. It's Pettis, but Pettis being hounded by Cook. Now Cook backs off, takes away the rim. Gonzalez, high post, kicked out. Deanna Pettis, not much of a three-point shooter, but takes it anyway and knocks it down. Deanna Pettis steps up to the challenge, hits a big three. 68-67 now. Parnell, wild shot, goes behind the backboard, out of bounds. Pioneer basketball with a chance to take the lead. Coach Lewis looking at his team saying, settle down. You know what to do. We've been executing this entire second half. And they have been very efficient on the offensive end for about the last 6 minutes. A lot of it run through the high post of the freshman Cam Green. And here's a little back screen, high-low look. Instead, French takes the three, top of the key, back iron. The student section was ready to erupt if that one dropped, but Pioneers come up with an offensive rebound. They get it to Cam Green on a curl. Kick out to Sargent for three, just short. And it's online the entire way. Didn't go. Another offensive rebound for Deanna Pettis, though. And she's going to go to the line for two. That's the 5th personal foul on Beyonce Carter, so that's a huge play. Not only does Pettis get an extra possession for the Pioneers and head to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead, it fouls out Beyonce Carter. Pioneers in the bonus, Central Methodist with 5 team fouls. Mid-America with 0 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. So that's big. Should Central Methodist regain the lead and Mid-America need to foul in order to stop the clock and get possession back, they got 4 of them to give before they put the Eagles on the free throw line. See if Coach Lewis opts to be ultra aggressive defensively. It may depend on whether or not these foul shots go in from Pettis, and she ties the game with the first. The fourth quarter execution from Mid-America off the charts. Pettis 2 for 2. Pioneers take their first lead, 69-68, and 4 Lady Pioneers in double figures now. Pettis 11, Cam Green 15, Sargent with 10, Gonzalez with 10. Under a minute to go. Cook gets into the paint, floater, too strong. Sargent tips it away, Gonzalez comes down with it. Pioneers can go 2 for 1, almost have to go 2 for 1, just given the differential between shot and game clock. Green just about turned it over. Gonzalez tracks it down. Skip pass to Ariel Sargent, 3 on the way, left it short. And Coach Lewis saying foul, 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 couldn't get it in time. Central Methodist beat everyone down the floor as they've done a couple of times tonight, and Sheree Trotter lays it in to regain the lead. So the shot clock is off, 23.9 to go in the ball game. It's Mid-America basketball after the timeout. Central Methodist leads it 70-69. We'll take a full timeout at the Cook Center. Don't go anywhere. Great finish coming. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. So let's see what head coach John Lewis has drawn up for his squad, trailing by 1 with 23.9 to go. Got to think they'll take the last shot but give themselves enough time for an offensive rebound. They're going to isolate Cameron Green in the post. French takes a contested 3 that was blocked with all kinds of time. That can't have been the shot that the Pioneers were hoping for. With 15 to go on the game clock, a highly contested 3. I mean, it was blocked in the corner. The Pioneers forced a foul, and again, they've got several fouls to give before Central Methodist goes to the line. That's just the first team foul on Mid-America Nazarene. So coming out of this timeout, they're going to have to deny like crazy and foul on the catch, and then do so 3 more times in order to send CMU to the free throw line without too much time expiring, which is a difficult task. However, the possession arrow is in favor of Mid-America Nazarene, so you know a coach like Coach Lewis is going to let his girls know that, and they're going to attack the basketball on the catch, I would think. Try to get a tie-up. If you foul, that's fine. You've got 4 to give, 3 to give. So see how Mid-America chooses to play this. Got to be ultra aggressive. Down by 1 with 11.2 to go. Cook gets it, and here comes a foul. Yep, there it is. So that took 2 seconds off the clock. Just the second team foul. First on Haney. No foul trouble issues for the Pioneers. Sargent with 3, nobody else more than 2. Pioneers denying the inbound. It's inbounded and fouled immediately. Somehow that took another 1.2 off the clock. Third team foul now. Sargent going to apply some pressure to the inbounder now. Have to stay vertical, can't break that plane. And pass inbounded in the corner and fouled. Lydia Austinson fouled Sheree Trotter in the corner. So that's the fourth team foul. Almost no time off the clock that time. And it's going to be Central Methodist ball inbounding baseline underneath. Full timeout. We'll take one with them. 7.1 to go in the game. 70-69. Pioneers down by 1. Ariel Sargent pressures the ball. It's inbounded. They got it into Trotter, I believe. That is, Sheree Trotter's fouled. 6.1 on the clock, and Trotter's going to go to the line for 2. First personal foul on Gonzalez. Both teams in the bonus now. Trotter knocks down the first. Gives Central Methodist a 2-point lead. No timeouts left for Mid-America. That's big because they cannot advance the ball with a timeout. Austinson the rebound. She's got to push. 4, under 2 on the clock. Lydia goes coast to coast. Her shot's up and left short. And the comeback falls just short. A talented Central Methodist squad comes into the Cook Center and escapes with a 71-69 win. You have to applaud the effort of this Lady Pioneers group to bring this thing all the way back. Came up just shy. 71-69, Central Methodist wins it. Stay tuned for the men's game. We'll be back in about 20 minutes here in the Cook Center to bring you an 8-1 CMU men's team against your Pioneers here on MNUsports.com and MNU Sports on YouTube.